The Resurrection Project was created in 1990. 6 area parishes came together. They wanted to challenge the community to act on their faith and values to build healthier communities.
See, the priests and the laity, who were the originators of the Resurrection Project, had a vision that this neighborhood had to belong to the people.
The Resurrection Project is the community, it's not other people. We are the community. We do the best for the community.
It's always been their mission to improve the quality of life in the neighborhoods in which they work and take on the issues that are affecting that quality of life.
I guess one of the things that some organizations do is that when they grow up, they forget about their roots. We never did. We still maintain that communication with the community.
The Resurrection Project was founded in 1990 by clergy and lay people from 6 Pilsen churches who came together to tackle a list of thorny community problems. Each parish contributed $5,000 in seed money to create an organization that would speak with a common voice, backed by the community.
A number of us priests were very concerned about the neighborhood and what was going on, and we were hearing from our people. At that time, the majority, without question, were Hispanic immigrants.
Back then, the community was considered a port of entry for many immigrants. It was a very transient community. People were moving west, and as a result of that, there was a lot of disinvestment that was going on in the community.
We have several problems here in the community that were real bad. The gangs, the housing, and education.
While the list of challenges was daunting, board members identified housing as the first issue to tackle. The timing was right. By the late 80s and early 90s, many of Pilsen's blocks had seen properties condemned and torn down, providing opportunities to acquire vacant lots at the very moment new grants and funding sources were coming online.
One of the things that we always say was that when you buy on a house, automatically you tend to try to improve the community because you own a part of it.
Many Hispanic immigrant residents were interested in investing in the community. They just didn't know how, or they didn't have the means.
TRP started by producing affordable for-sale housing in the Pilsen community. But once we were doing that, we realized also that a significant amount of our community was renting, and they were renting buildings that truly were in deplorable conditions.
Starting with an initial 24 homes that sold out quickly, the Resurrection Project has gone on to develop almost 500 affordable for-sale and rental housing units. Through time, the developments have grown in scale and diversity, targeting underserved segments of the community, such as senior housing, the disabled, families that need daycare, a planned residence hall for college students, and a Health Career Academy charter high school to be developed for Instituto del Progreso Latino.
Each solution is unique to that neighborhood. TRP, although their projects are very effectively structured, legally, financially, etc., also takes on the larger task to address quality of life in the neighborhood. That's an approach that most developers don't take. They're focused on the bottom line.
They knew about our situation, that we had no place at all. It was either we find an accessible apartment or he would have to be in a nursing home. As soon as I spoke to the housing manager, she said, let's get this done. And I was so grateful. It was just a load off my back, really. They were lifesavers.
The key to the success of the Resurrection Project's real estate developments is financial literacy education. Working with tenants and new homeowners on a daily basis has led to insight into the range of financial services that residents need.
The work that we do in financial services is really about educating families to be able to make better and more informed financial decisions. We provide group education workshops as well as one-on-one counseling on a range of topics. We're also working with families to help them purchase their first home and to also work with current homeowners to help prevent foreclosure.
Beyond housing and financial services, the Resurrection Project has forged partnerships to roll out a comprehensive set of programs that address education, health services, safety, and access to technology. TRP's programs have been embraced in other communities that share an immigrant experience similar to Pilsen. In Little Village, Back of the Yards, and even the western suburbs, TRP's track record and expertise have earned recognition and trust.
These communities are a lot more intertwined or interconnected with each other than they are separate from each other. The demographics, the people may live in one neighborhood, but they go to church in another neighborhood. It just made sense to expand into these other communities
When you're talking about first-generation immigrants, there are a lot of needs just to be accomplished and try to meet. But as a pastor, I cannot do everything. TRP is giving us a big hand, and through TRP, we are making a difference.
In each community that the Resurrection Project serves, it works hard to identify and foster area residents that exhibit leadership qualities. In keeping with TRP's roots in community organizing, the talent and drive of enthusiastic local stakeholders creates a virtuous cycle where programs continually improve as more and more residents get involved.
For example, our parents, a lot of them had never taken an art class before, but it blew up. You know, we went from like 20 parents to almost 184 parents. And rooms filled with parents just doing these things. They're finding their niche. And then we were able to harness 5 of those and really hone in on them as parent leaders. And now we have 5 parent leaders that we depend upon, that we call upon, who are more than willing to advocate for us.
The key to our success has always been about leadership development. From the get-go, this organization began through developing leaders, and over the years we continue to do that.
Now I understand how organizing works, because a lot of women want to do something, but they don't know how. So Resurrection Project is a good way you can work in the community.
Like you can see, I'm not a spring chicken anymore, and we need somebody that take the torch and take it farther than what we did.
Spurred on by the energy of its ever-expanding core of local leaders, TRP has also forged critical partnerships with other organizations, building capacity in the communities it serves, and providing leadership on big-picture issues such as immigration reform that affect the quality of life of its neighborhoods.
Resurrection has done an excellent job in developing relationships with other organizations, and that has strengthened us and has made us more effective. We can accomplish so much more than we could alone.
So as an educator, 20 years ago, I didn't get that sense that here in Pilsen, everybody was, working together towards one common goal. But now I think that, through the New Communities program and the work that the Resurrection Project is doing, it's really pushing forward this era of collaboration that we're experiencing.
We recognize that we cannot do everything, and therefore we have to be able to relate with others and help others get stronger as we get stronger. Communities are only going to get healthier if they are strong community organizations throughout.
As Chicago's Hispanic communities continue to grow and change, TRP will be there. With a proven track record, thousands of engaged community members, powerful partners, and unwavering leadership.
We told our children not to run, but to stay and fight and change the community the way we want it to change. It makes me very proud to see that we were able to create a difference. We would not be able to do it if it wasn't because of Resurrection.